All right, y'all. Let me see what's going on. All right. Hopefully, y'all can see me. It's been a minute since I have used Melon. And y'all, already the shenanigans just started with this program, my internet. Already. I hadn't even started yet. But we are here. All right, let me get my chat up so I can see. What's going on, everybody? I'm glad you are here. It seems like I am up and running on Melon. I'm gonna need y'all help. If this thing goes left, completely off the rails, do not leave my channel. I will come back because I don't know what's going on with this program and my internet today. I have no idea. I just started it. I don't know if it's jealous. I don't know if it's bad. I don't know what's going on, but I got stuff flashing. I don't know what's going on. But we're going to try this. And there is a reason why I'm using Melon today. And that's because I may have to drop the link after today's teaching. And you can tell by the title, we are back in the classroom, baby. And we are covering something that directly impacts a couple of the people that's in our community. And I said the best way for me to do this is to come before you all live so that you can see exactly what you may also be in this boat, but exactly what they are facing right now when it comes to their business name, their product names, and their overall brand. So I wanted to come and give them an opportunity. If they wanted to come on the screen and talk to me about it, tell their story, and maybe collectively we can come together and help them make a decision if any changes need to be made. But if this is your first time here, welcome. I am the Educated Natural, and my quote here on this channel, my vow to you, is that I will never leave you uneducated. And in today's video, it's going to be no different. I just hope this train stays on the track using this program, okay? But let me say hello to those of you that have taken the time out of your day to spend it right here with your girl. So let's start at the very top. Wow, you guys have been in here chatting. That's what I'm talking about. Welcome, welcome. Living and cooking. Thank you for being here. Some of these names have gotten cut off on this program. So I wonder if I can. Oh, yeah, I can adjust it. Yay. Okay. Thank you, Living and Cooking, for being here. Passionately Intrigued Arts, PIA. Thank you for being in the building today, sis. Crafty Leo, so glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Blue Lotus Vibes, thank you for being here. Wow, you guys are really coming in here. I'm honored. Big Rooster Show, thank you for being here. Thank you also for your generosity during my last live. Like I told you, I didn't see it. I didn't see any super chats, any super stickers, any of that stuff during the Lit-a-thon. But thank you. I want to take this opportunity now just to thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you, big bro. Who else do we have in the building with us right now? Jared's Talks. Thank you for being here, Jared. I am so happy for you for crossing that milestone. And yes, sir, no matter what the haters may say to you, you are doing a great job. Keep going, keep growing. You got this. Fifi's Journey, thank you for being here. Deborah Garrett, thank you for being here as well. My Renaissance Grandma, hello, thank you for being here. Let's see, we're going down the chat. We just want to make sure we say hello to everyone that we see so far. Afrikan Dreamin, the couple of the hour, thank you for being here. Urban Garden Chronicles, thank you for being here. Or Urban Gardening Chronicles, thank you for being here. So great to see you. Bad, thank you for being here. So glad that you're here with us today. Joshua Gabriel, thank you for being here. I don't think I've seen you before. You said you're new. Well, welcome in. I'm so glad you are here. Look around, stay a while. Let's see, who else do we have? Going down the list, everybody hang tight. I just want to say hello. Tori's Bray. Tori, I can't wait to hear you tell us about this new name change. I'm going to have to get used to not saying the rest of it. But thank you, Tori, for being here. It's great to see you. Lovely 31 Blueprint. Thank you for being here. Hello, welcome. Let's see, who else do we have? Everyday life of an OCD chick. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you. Let's going down, going down, going down. Liz B. Journey, welcome in, sis. Great to see you here. All right. Everybody speaking to everybody. That's what I'm talking about. If you see someone in the chat you are not directly connected to, head over to their channel, open up a new tab, open up a new window, go check them out. You may be surprised at the connection you definitely want to have with that person. So don't wait till the live is over. Just connect with them now while it's fresh on your mind before you get distracted by something else. If you see someone of interest, you like their content, make sure you hit the right button to make sure that you are connected with them according to YouTube standards. We all know what that is, okay? Just make sure you don't miss out on your next family member, okay? So connect. Who else do we have? Anyone I missed? If I missed you, Miss V, thank you, MTGVTV, for being here. I'm so glad you are here. I was actually, earlier today, I thought about you, and I would happen to be on the Trademark website doing some research and different things for today's show, and I ran across your trademark. We need to talk, girl. We need to talk. But I'm so glad you filed your trademark. Actually, you're actually due soon. I'm guessing within the next 2 or 3 months for them to actually give you a word back. So congratulations on that. I know it's been a long wait. Trust me, I know. But you got this, sis. You got this. Unbiased LLC, thank you for being here. It's great to see you. Okay, guys, so many people. All right, I think I'm caught up. I think we're good. I think I said hello to everyone. If I didn't, hello, Happy New Year. If I haven't said that to you already, I am the Educated Natural, and I want to welcome you here. Now, listen, if you are an entrepreneur, if you know an entrepreneur or a business owner in any capacity, you need to make sure that they are aware of the importance of doing research on their name. It can be their business name. It can be their product name. Whatever they are putting out there in the public sector and they are building upon, and they are, let's just say, doing business. They are exchanging money for a product or service. They need to make sure, I'm talking about make sure that they do their research. I received a message about, I guess it's been almost a month now, from a business owner, and they have a pretty nice sized business, if I must say so myself. They're making like 6 figures. And they were served recently, well, during that time, a cease and desist letter from a company that claimed that they were infringing on their trademark. And so I took a look at it for them. They were looking at it and they were like, am I in the wrong? And so that was a whole big situation where lawyers had to get involved. And in the end, when everything was said and done, they had to pay some money. And I'm not talking about some chump change either. They had to pay some money to the company that contacted them with the cease and desist order because it was ruled that they were in the wrong. And they had to pay a lot of money. Let's just say for some of y'all, it would probably be a year's salary that they had to pay, because no matter how much we can sit here and be clever in the things that we do, if you're infringing on someone else's trademark and they contact you, it's like a warning. And they ignored that warning. And as a result of ignoring that warning, they had to pay some money. And not only that, they had to change the name of the company. They had to change the name of their products that they were offering at that time. So basically, they had to do a complete rebranding. So today I wanted to come on and I wanted to use our very own Afrikan Dreamin, which is right there in our chat. I wanted to use their case that they are going through currently as a teaching moment for us all. So Afrikan Dreamin, as we all know, is a part of our community here on YouTube. We absolutely love them too. Oh my goodness, couple of the year. That should be a category. They definitely are 2 people that I absolutely love watching here on YouTube. Ever since the first moment I met them, it has just been great. The laughter, the love, the information, the great times that they share with us all has been outstanding. So the other day, I do this with just about all of you, believe it or not. I happen to be on the USPTO Trademarks website doing some research, looking up a few things for some people that I know directly. And then I kind of just go off the rails and start looking up everybody's stuff. And I happened to think about them. And I just typed it in to the USPTO website, and you guys are going to see me do that again here so you can understand what I'm about to tell you. I did it the same way that they have it spelled, and nothing came up. And I was like, okay, cool. But then I remembered the rules at the USPTO when it comes to names. The rule at the USPTO is this: it doesn't matter how you spell it, because when they look it up, and when I say they, I'm talking about the attorneys at the USPTO office. When they look up the whatever you're trying to trademark, they look it up phonetically as well, meaning they look it up the way it's supposed to be spelled, not the way that you honestly may spell it on your products and services. And that's why the thumbnail on this particular live stream, I see this thing is skipping all over the place. If it gets bad, you guys, let me know, and I will end this, and I will go back to my original program, because this is skipping. I can see it on my phone. It's just skipping. So you guys let me know if you think I should keep going, if I should stop before we even get started, because I look like a robot right now. I really look robotic on my phone. So before I even get started, y'all tell me what you want me to do. You want me to start this baby back over and get rid of all this foolishness that's happening with Melon, or should I keep going? You tell me. I'm looking at the chat. You say, I hear and see you. Okay. Thank you, Blue Lotus Vibes. Keep going. It's not that bad. Okay, I'm biased. I'm going to trust you on this. I guess it's that perfection, that perfectionist in me. I'm like, why am I going like this? Okay, but I'll keep going. All right. We'll keep going. Thank you, April. Thank you. Hi, Four Corners. Welcome in. Hi, Random JL. Thank you for being here. Hi, Miss T with the T. Thank you for being here. What's going on, Tay Weezy? Be nice. I still got that song on deck. Okay. Not skipping on my end. Great. Thank you, Miss V. Thank you. Okay, so let's get right into this thing. So when I was looking up African Dreamin, like I said, I was looking it up the way they spelled it, because, we are very creative people, and we'll put a spin or a twist on anything we could think of. Even my name, I've seen it, just the word educated. I've seen educated spelled with a K. I've seen it spelled like it's supposed to be with a C. I've seen it spelled all kind of ways. Okay. But when the USPTO looks it up for trademark purposes, they look at it being spelled the way it should be spelled, according to the dictionary, thesaurus, the map, whatever. That's how they look it up, to compare how you spell it to what the dictionary says. So as I was looking up African Dreaming, the way that they spell it, nothing came up. So then, remembering that rule of the USPTO, I spelled African Dreaming the way African Dreaming is typically spelled. When I did that, a company appeared. And it really intrigued me, because, like I said, these are people, African Dreaming, our African Dreaming, are people that we know directly. And I made a vow this year that if I see something, I'm going to say something. So I contacted them in confidence, in private, and I told them what I saw, because sometimes people just don't know. And I know when it comes to the law, ignorance is not a good sign, not a good defense when it comes to the law. You can't say I don't know, because that I don't know could cost you. Trust me, I have heard stories. I have shared stories here with you. It can cost you. So in honor of them and with their permission, I'm going to share with you what I saw when I looked up African Dreaming on the USPTO website. So give me just a second here. I'm going to get my screens up so you guys can see what I see. Okay. Come on, work with me. There we go. All right. So let's get over here and let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me put this Bigger. All right, here we are. Now, this is the USPTO website. So if you go here, I got to restart it because I let it sit there for a while. So let's go here. Now we got a fresh page. All right, so we just type it in the way that they spell it. All right. And we'll hit submit query, and we see nothing pops up. Now, typically you would think, oh, I'm good. My business name didn't pop up the way I spelled it, but you have to be smarter than that. So I moved back. I went back and I said, well, let's spell African and dreaming the way that you would find it typically anywhere. We capitalize this D. I got stuff all in front of me, so it's hard for me to type this way. And boom. Here is what we see. Now, let me see if I can put this full screen so you guys can see it, hopefully a little bit better. As you see here, there is a trademark that's already federally registered under the name Afrikan Dreamin. They filed this November the 17th, 2000. Okay? I want everybody to pay close attention to this. This is the company that owns this trademark. The company's name is Afrikan Dreamin LLC, and they are in Albany, New York. Now, this has already been registered. There is a serial number right there to let you know it's already been registered to this company. Now, let me come back to me, because there's something you all need to understand. Seeing that alone, I'm sure, made Afrikan Dreamin's dreadlocks or his locks stand up on his head, because you would think this company already has this on lock. But here is an important element when you are looking at trademarks that you have to determine. You have to determine if it's a word mark, meaning just the words Afrikan Dreamin, or if it's a logo mark. In this case, it is a logo mark, meaning Afrikan Dreamin in this case is only protected in this format as a logo. This company did something that's a huge mistake. You put me back on the screen real fast. When you're trademarking your business name, your product name, right? Whatever it is, there are two main ways to protect it right off the bat. Any attorney will tell you, first, protect the wording. Secondly, protect the logo. A lot of people think if they protect the logo, that they can go after other people that's using the term in other ways. You are incorrect. If you only protect it via the logo, you can only go after individuals or businesses or whomever if they are using it the way that you trademarked it, which in this case is an actual logo. That company, Afrikan Dreamin LLC, did not protect the term Afrikan Dreamin. I need y'all to understand this. They only protected it as that logo. So let's dig deeper, because I am me. I never stop at one level. So I said, I wonder if this company is a legit company. So I said, okay, according to USPTO, what they put on their file, they are a company, an LLC in Albany, New York. So I went to Albany, I went to New York's business search page, And sure enough, they are an active registered company. So they are legit. They are an actual LLC in the state of New York. They're real. So I said, well, let me go check their social media because this seems like that's where everyone is, right? So I went to their social media. And where do people usually turn up at on social media? Instagram. So I headed over to Instagram and I looked up the company. Let me put it full screen so you can see it. Sure enough, they have an active Instagram page. So not only are they an LLC, they have an active Instagram page, as you can see right there before you. Afrikan Dreamin, that's their logo. That's their name, right? And I said, oh, wow. So who is this person right here? It's a different name. It's a different handle. So I clicked it. And the individual that owns this brand is not only the trademark owner and the creator of Afrikan Dreamin LLC, they are also a recording artist. And if you see here, they are actually an active artist on SoundCloud. So I kept digging. Hi, Taryn. Thank you for being here. Hi, cruising is fun anytime. Thank you for being here. Everyone, thank you for being here. If I missed you, oh, Melinda, thank you for being here. So here we are on SoundCloud. And so I said, okay, so these are his albums. So let me see which albums. And wouldn't you know it? He has actual albums called Afrikan Dreamin 2. He has Afrikan Dreamin, and he has other albums listed under his name. Now, don't ask me how to pronounce his name. I don't know. I'm not going to mess that up. But he is a real person because you have to verify this isn't a bot. This is the real deal. And obviously, looking at these things, I will conclude this is an actual individual. So then I kept digging because I am me, and that's what I do. I said, let's see what else I can find out. I wonder, let me go back. I wonder if, what does he sell? What does he sell? So if you click here on his Instagram page, we click. This is his actual shop for his apparel. And he has a website. That's one of the main things you want to look for. Does this company have a website? So let's click and see what happens. There's his logo that he has trademarked. And he has a full website here. He has a Shopify store. He sells hoodies, all different types of hoodies, sweatshirts, right? T-shirts with the logo on it, tank tops, and accessories, hats, beanies, duffel bags, all sorts of different things, hang tags, phone cases, right? They have a full store. All right, let me put it back on the screen here. So this is an actual legit company. The major issue is, what did they trademark? So we head back over to the USPTO website. If you look right here, he trademarked this logo in class 25, which is for apparel. All right. According to his write-up, he's protecting footwear, hats, headwear, slippers, sneakers, socks, sweatpants, sweatshirts, and t-shirts. Now, the category of class 25 is vast, but according to the only thing he's put on his actual application are the things you see before you. All right. Why is this important? This is important because when we look at our own, the Afrikan Dreamin in our community, our Afrikan Dreamin, the one we see in the chat, They also have an Instagram. So let's go over there and see what we see for them. Okay. Here is our African Dreamin. This is their Instagram page. Let me make this full screen. All right. If we scroll down here, you will see they also have a shop. They talk about it actually right here. But if we click here on their link tree, brings up all of their links. If you haven't visited them, make sure you visit them on IG and make sure you visit their store. They have a merch store. Let's see what their merch store looks like. This is their merch store. So if you look up here, they have all sorts of things listed up here on their website. So let's say we're going to go shopping. They offer t-shirts. They offer baseball caps and kids gear and baby gear and all different sorts of things, hoodies and mugs, right? Now, you will see some similarities between our African Dreamin and the other African Dreamin company. Now, you would look at this and say, okay, well, Kim, you said they're only they've only trademarked the logo. Well, if we take a very close look at our African Dreamin's logo, it's similar. The colors are different here, obviously. But my fear is that the USPTO could look at this if the other company decides to contact our African Dreamin about this. They're both a circle. They both have stuff in the middle. That could be, and this was my fear, it could be deemed confusingly similar, not only in name, but in connotation and look and feel. And it could be deemed to be so confusingly similar that it could confuse consumers. That is the USPTO's biggest gripe. They want to make sure that your products and services that you offer, your goods and services that you are offering consumers is not considered confusingly similar to a registered trademark. If it is, you could be held liable for any damages or any type of litigation that trademark owner comes after you for. This is why in African Dreamin situation, they have to take this seriously because they are offering hoodies, headwear, some of the same products as this other African Dreamin. Right now, no one, not them or our African Dreamin, owns the term African Dreamin. That logo is the only thing that's protected. So now it becomes a battle. That other company could hire an attorney, and I'm not an attorney. This is all this whole thing is for educational purposes. I'm not an attorney. I don't know how this stuff could go. And I'm not sure if this particular trademark owner has contacted African Dreamin or not, or what has been said, but it is very important that our African Dreamin takes this serious. Not only are they sharing the same name, but who's to say any day now that company, African Dreamin LLC, won't go and file for the words Dreamin. If they file for the term African Dreamin, our African Dreamin will probably 99.99% may have to cease and desist the usage of that name. The reason being, if they grow as they are, they may want to trademark it, and they cannot, because if they're offering the same products, t-shirts, hoodies, etc., that fall into the class 25, that other company already owns it. They already owned it. And the USPTO is going to stop you at the door. Remember, I told you there are no refunds. They're going to stop you at the door and say, no, sir, no, ma'am. This is important because if Afrikan Dreamin, our Afrikan Dreamin, decides that they want to grow in any capacity using the items that they are currently offering us, there is a high chance that Afrikan Dreamin LLC will come after them. So we as business owners have to be very careful when we decide to name our businesses, our brands, our products, whatever, classes, courses, whatever. Because every day there are hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are filing trademark applications. And when it depends on whoever files it first, that's who they look at first. Personally, I'm in line for one of my trademarks because two other people filed the first part of my name, which is educated. Their trademarks start with educated. And so because we have the same first educated, one of them has been approved. And because all three of us are in the same category for this one that I'm trying to file for, the second person, so the first person already got approved. They filed first, they got it first. All right. Even though the rest of our name is completely different, but because of that word educated, I told y'all about that before. I'm in line for that one. I don't want to see that happen to anyone else. Really, cruising is fun anytime. Thank you for being here. Wow. She says this. Let me see if I can get it on the screen. She says, that happened to one of the cruise creators in our community. They're in court now. Wow. People are taking this trademark stuff very seriously. Doesn't matter how big we are, how small we are, whatever the case may be, we in between. If you are confusingly similar in name, in pronunciation, doesn't matter how you spell it, because they're going to explain it to you. That's one thing I will say about the USPTO attorneys. Whenever they deny you something, they give you a full explanation. I've shown that before here on the channel. But Afrikan Dreamin, right now, that other company is only protecting the logo. The words Afrikan Dreamin is only protected via that logo. Who's to say at any point between now and whenever that they are not going to file an application for the term Afrikan Dreamin? If they do that, it could possibly kick you in the behind. Then they can come after you. They don't have to send you. I've said this before and I'll repeat it. They don't have to send you a cease and desist letter. They can go after you financially. Now, a lot of people think these two things right here. Well, I've already purchased the LLC. I'm protected. No, you're not. And I'll explain. People also think, oh, well, I bought the domain name. You're still not protected. Those two things can actually be shut down through litigation if that trademark owner owns the term Afrikan Dreamin. So let's say our Afrikan Dreamin owns afrikandreamin.com or afrikandreamin.org or whatever. If that other company owns the term Afrikan Dreamin, they can file paperwork, and it doesn't matter where you buy your domain at. They will have to shut it down immediately because trademarks rule. You don't want that to happen. You don't want spelling to cause you, or the wording itself to cause you to lose everything you have worked so hard to build. I would rather, and I always tell my last client this, because they didn't want to change their name when they found out they were in a similar situation as this. A little bit more complicated, but similar. They didn't want to have to rebrand. And I said, you don't have to do anything. You're going to take my word for it. You don't have to do a single thing. I'm just showing you what's already in the books. I'm just showing you what's already registered with our USPTO.gov. This is a trademark already out there that's already in the books. Now you can play. I know some people that's playing that game. You probably know some too. That's saying, I'm not changing. They're going to have to come see me. I'm not doing a single thing. Well, here's the thing. Like I said earlier, they don't have to come see you at all. All they have to do is take screenshots, get links, and gather up as much evidence as their legal team can gather on you. And before you know it, you are hit with legal litigation paperwork, meaning they will see you in court, meaning they can sue you for whatever amount they think, you may have earned using that name in question. I don't know this gentleman that owns the other company, Afrikan Dreamin. Never heard of him. You guys were the only Afrikan Dreamin I've ever heard of. So I'm just as shocked as everybody else. But because I see you all growing, and because I know how deep trademark infringements cases can go, from big companies such as Google to small companies such as us, you can even search YouTube. And creators on YouTube have been hit with cease and desist orders or complete litigation. Just no cease. I'm not going to tell you to stop using it. I just want my money for you using it. The only thing that protects us as entrepreneurs and business owners are federal trademarks. It's one thing to think of a term. It's another thing to put it out there and you start marketing that term. You start selling products with that term. You start selling goods with that term and services, and you start, making channels with that term, and you just start growing all over social media with that term. Some people will sit back and watch you do it because they know that they own the trademark and they want to see you grow. They want to see you make a whole lot of money. Oh, you monetize on YouTube? Oh, cool. Use my name. Cool. Okay, cool. How long you been monetized? Okay, cool. They will research you from top to bottom. And when they think you have gotten just enough money using their stuff, they will come after you. I don't want to see this happen to anybody. And that's why I wanted to bring this before you all today with their permission. Yes, I sure can. Let me see. Let's see, copy link. This is the first time I've did this on here. Let's see. Yeah, I did it. Now let's hope it works. So I hope that no one has, reapply y'all, contacted them. Because if they have, that means someone's watching. Absolutely. You're welcome, Ms. V. Because Afrikan Dreamin is a great name. And to me, our Afrikan Dreamin suits this name, but that has nothing to do with it. I don't see. Did you hit the link? Let's see. Thank you, Liz B. I'm trying. I really know how. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get my headphones so I can hear. Y'all there?
Hey, we here, fam. How you doing?
Oh, Wrong headphones. What happens when you got too many headphones that look alike? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see you.
Good to see you too, my sister.
Okay. Let me see. I think I got it going through this one. Can you say something, African Dreaming?
Yeah, we here. We
Okay.
here.
All right, cool. I got you. I got you. Now I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, good. Um, First off, we want to say thank you. Thank you
Absolutely.
and thank you again. Now, this real talk. Anytime that we can be a conduit to a teachable moment, we really want people to understand this. It doesn't matter how big or how small you are, you really need to know. And we took many of the necessary steps, and that's why we follow you. That's why having people like you in our community is so important, because you need folk who gonna tell you some stuff that you didn't know. And you're
Absolutely.
gonna need folks to tell you some stuff to reinforce things that you thought you knew. This is business. Um, right now, we navigating between two different continents, two different sets of laws, two different sets of rules. Um, Over here, like the way we spell our name phonetically, uh, Kiswahili is a recognized language over here, but in the U.S., U.S. law is what U.S. law is. Like there's so many different variables, so many different intricacies and ins and outs, and having somebody like yourself to give a full in-depth breakdown um, is beyond important, because just like we may be confronted with something, anybody in this chat could be confronted with something because you don't know. and
Mm-hmm.
and out of all the things, because we took the necessary steps, the same thing, we didn't go as in depth as you did, but in our mind, like the Kim, I love your breakdown. I love your process and the way you introduce everybody step by step into everything, because the way you went through the steps, that's like legitimately what we did. And but still there's always more to know and more to learn. And wow, man, I mean, uh we just love teachable moments. We want to be whatever we can be for
Absolutely.
anybody. And I'll say this, uh whatever you do know, there's always more to know. You can know more than what somebody
Right.
know more than you. You just gotta
Right.
humble yourself. And that's why we, like you said, you reached out to us respectfully. Everything was with our consent, with our permission. That's who you are, and that's how you move and how you operate. You're helping us. Uh,
Q.
and I know because you have to put out that disclaimer. This ain't necessarily legal advice, and you're not an
Right.
attorney. We have an attorney over here for our business and for other things we do. But girl, I tell you what, boy, you sure you don't want to challenge the boss? Yeah, you sure?
That's hard. After going through get my MBA, no, I'm good. I'm good.
um, we may have, no, we will at some point, because you can either address things early on or you can allow things to happen to you.
Right.
So addressing issues, uh, facing them head on can either be, you know, it gives you control. You either get out in front of something,
Right.
or you get behind something and you let it happen. And something that you said is so important. And I really, really, Kim, we don't get in grown folk business,
Right.
but
Exactly.
but but there's always a but you doing what you do the way you do it is so important, because other people can learn from our experience, and people will watch you grow. People will watch you become everything they aspire to be and lay in wait. And then when you hit that lick, or when you know, reach your own goals or whatever, then here people come out the woodwork. And
Right.
what makes this more serious is because even though we're really a super small channel, we are growing. We have
Yes.
had people reach out to us unexpectedly. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's real. It's real. But thank you, sis. Thank you.
Absolutely. My question to you is, has this company reached out to you all at any point so far?
Not to what?
No,
Go ahead, baby.
Okay.
no, not to our knowledge. No.
Okay.
Not to our knowledge, but at the same time, you never know what folk got up their sleeve. And again,
Right.
we don't based on our previous research, like we had discussed with you, you grab a domain or two, you're in another continent, you do the basic checks and you think everything is all good, but somebody with a knowledge base deeper than yourself, maybe with a team, maybe without a team, has more resources and a deeper knowledge base, and they can make things happen behind the scenes, and you don't know. And everything she
Right.
just said is true, and I do know this to be true. People will wait; they'll wait back in the cut, and
Mm-hmm.
they don't have to offer a cease and desist. They legitimately can watch you grow, and when they see that Maybach. You done made
Right.
enough for that Maybach. You done made enough for that, that Rose truck. Then here they come.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So go ahead, sis.
No, I was agreeing with you. I was like, exactly. That's what some people will do. They will know you're there and they will sit back and let you keep stacking and keep stacking. And in any given moment, they'll try to hit you. And that's why I wanted to try to get ahead of this for you all. Because once I noticed that the only thing that right now they have trademark is that name in that logo, they can't
Right.
separate the two. So they
That
can't
we
come after you right now and say, "Oh, you're using my term." You're like, "You haven't trademarked the term. You only trademarked the
exactly.
logo, and I'm not using your logo."
Exactly. But something else you said based on similarity.
Yeah.
Similarity. And for many of the diasporan community, that's very common. It could be another country connected to another country. It could be a country connected to the continent of and mind you all, for people in the chat, I need y'all to visualize this: the continent of Africa, and you're from Iowa, and or the continent of Africa and you're from South America, you're from the continent of there are diasporans over here from all over the world. And even though we don't see that style on a daily basis, the fact that it exists when it comes to the legalities of it, that's
Right.
all that's necessary. Ignorance is not necessarily an excuse. As you
Right.
also stated earlier, I don't think you walk into court with the absence of knowledge being an obscurity that excuses you from needing to have the necessary, knowledge. So look here, what you're saying is so important. Um, this is something that we have to address going forward. We don't know exactly what will or won't be. It could be something that could potentially never be contested, or hell, it could be contested tomorrow. We
Right.
don't
Yeah.
know.
Right.
But who wants to live under that type of pressure? Uh, Good thing is, family, everybody in the chat, everybody watching this, people who watch the replay, this is our community. This is the kind of knowledge base that resides within our community. Somebody telling us information like this that we may never wise other know, because we've done our own research, we've asked questions, we've done a myriad of things across the board. But baby, it always go deeper.
Absolutely. I'm just happy that you all were receptive when I, inboxed you and told you what I found, because I've had cases where I've reached out to other YouTubers and content creators based on something that I just happened to run across. And
Mm-hmm.
they basically was like, I don't care. Like, and I was like, but this could be serious. Like, this could cost you everything that you've earned under that name. Like, why is this not important, to you? And one of them in particular is sharing a very, very, very similar name to a very huge, world known person.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're treading on very thin ice. I'm just, as a member of the community, trying to help you. But some people, they don't believe what my mom used to say, poop stinks until it's on you. And
Right.
so,
Right.
I,
Right.
I can only tell you what
Right.
I see, and just to kind of give you, as business owner to business owner, to give you that heads up, especially knowing that people not only inside of the United States are filing for US trademarks, but outside of the
Come
United
on,
States as
Kim.
well. So
Come
you
on
may
now.
think, oh, my only threat are people that's here. No, because there are some people that have international trademarks,
Yes.
meaning they're
Yes.
not just protected in the United States, they're
Yes.
protected worldwide.
Right.
So you
Right.
have to think on a larger scale. It's not just about the stuff you're making there in your kitchen. It's larger
Exactly.
than that. So, as business owners, we have to expand our minds. And with so many people every day filing trademarks, you don't know, if you're not tracking it, if you're not doing your research on your own name, your products, you could be next.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be. This is a game you don't want to be next. You don't want to be next in this game.
You exactly. And can if with your permission, if could
Absolutely.
we, I just want to use this opportunity to take this conversation a little bit deeper, if you don't mind,
Yes.
because of what you
Absolutely.
just said. I really, really want everybody to understand that the world is getting smaller. What you just said about internationally, y'all, this is a big deal. Not, I mean, not we gonna be all right because we got the educated natural on our team. Plus, we take issues like this seriously, so we're gonna be okay.
Yes.
Um,
Absolutely.
but I really want people to understand that um this is not our first country abroad. There was a time since April and I have been together, we've been in countries where a new movie drop, and let's say we living in the UK, or we living in Japan, or we living in wherever we at, right? And folk just burning CDs and making copyright this and that, like it's,
Yes.
what I'm saying, the early and mid 90s and stuff. Baby, them days is over all over the
Oh,
world.
yes.
It's getting tighter and tighter and tighter because of what she just said, especially those with the powers to do so. Corporations,
Yes.
movie companies, artists, folk all over the world are starting to dictate their intellectual properties all over the world. So I really want everybody to take our sister, the educated natural, and the information that she willingly provides day in and day out in some form or fashion. You see in the chats chopping it up, but she take what she does seriously. She takes the
Very.
information that she provides seriously. So I hope everybody understand that. It's fun time and then it's business time. And
Right.
this right here, this grown folk time.
There you go.
So thank you, sister, but please elaborate.
Yes. Thank you all for even coming up and allowing me to address this issue. And what we all have to realize is that, not to go religious for y'all, yeah, but I got to go there just for a minute.
Go for it. Go for it.
God gives us all gifts and talents.
Yes, ma'am.
And it could be in the middle of the night. It could be during the day when you out there changing your baby. It could be God can speak and plant a thought in your mind. And without hesitation, you'll go and you'll tell the world about it. You'll build upon it and it'll blow up. Or like Big Rooster like to say, it'll blow up, Shuey. It'll go all over the world before
Yeah.
you could even think or blink.
Yep.
But you have to realize you don't know who's watching you. And
Exactly.
because you can't track who's watching you, Somebody else may say, I like that idea. And they will do what people like me do. They'll go to the USPTO website while you over there partying it up. They will go file for that. Like, for instance, case in point, the Kanye West situation with the whole white lives thing. In his situation, same thing. As soon as he put that shirt on and that photo was taken, somebody went and filed a trademark.
Yes.
It can happen to you just that quickly by you just wearing a shirt. Are you just making a statement?
Yes, ma'am.
By us sitting here having this conversation, somebody can sit there and be looking at the people in the chat and go look you up.
Yes, ma'am.
And file your name. And now you're in a tug of war with them because you didn't protect your baby.
Exactly.
So you don't know who's watching you. But one thing I know for sure is that people are filing trademarks every single day. And that's why the timeline for approval for trademarks has been extended now. It used to be 6 months. Then it went to 8 months. Now we almost like at a year. Because like I said, not only are the people in the US of A filing trademarks, we got people in Canada and everywhere filing trademarks. Matter of fact, one of the people that I'm up against for one of my trademarks happens to be a Canadian. And one of the people that's actually using my name on social media happens to be a Canadian.
Wow. Look at that.
So when I tell you, God gives you information. He gives you ideas. And the moment you put it out there, somebody else thinks it's okay that they can touch it.
Period.
And if you don't have the right legal protection, you can't smack them on the hand. You could throw a complete fit, but if you haven't done your own due diligence and research, y'all both will be on Instagram. Somebody will have a hyphen. Somebody will have a number because nobody has protected the baby.
Yep.
And now you're mad. You're throwing a cold fit all over because somebody's using your name. Now you got to go to court to fight for it. While it's not hot in these streets, while it's cold in these streets, do your research. Make sure it's yours before you tell anybody.
Exactly.
And right when you start putting it out there and you start putting it on products, you file your trademark. Then you go get the domain and everything else. But do your research first. Make sure it's yours. Then you put it out there, and when it gets out there, you go file your trademark.
Right. We and that's something else that makes it even more complicated for us is the whole that's a whole nother separate issue, being international. The whole international thing that makes things for us even more complicated, doable, but still even more complicated. And something else that another teachable moment I need people to understand: wherever you go, unless you surrender your citizenship or whatever, baby, you a U.S. citizen wherever you go on this planet. I need y'all to know that. I need y'all to understand that, and that plays a big role in your business moves, what you do, how you do it. Like it's really a lot that goes into this. I know a lot of people have fun with us, and we have a lot of fun with y'all. We over here, like, we got a business over here. We have the other things that we do as far as social media. So it's a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot going on, and the time and money and effort that it takes, y'all wouldn't imagine. But sis, you right. We're in a position to take all the necessary steps and do what we need to do, get as far ahead of it because our intent at this point is to preserve our name, our likeness, and all of that.
Right.
But if we'll be met with resistance, maybe we will, maybe we won't. But the goal is to, which we've already kind of started on, is to get out front Hopefully everything will be smooth. If it doesn't, like you said, nobody wants to. No one wants a rebranding. No
Right.
one wants to have to rebrand because you're becoming anew to so many things. But luckily, we are still we a little tiny channel. We're a small channel. I mean, we're a small channel. We're a small brand name. We're a small everything. So what you do is so important because,
Don't cap yourself.
well, I mean, you
Don't
know,
get me started on small.
come on, kid.
Don't
We
you cap yourself.
hey, whatever you say don't do, I'm subject to do it because I ain't said nobody Steelers. I ain't said nothing about no Seahawks. Shoal ain't said nothing about no doggone Cowboys. So don't start. Don't start. But uh, I just really appreciate what you do because it's so important because you out here preserving people in a way that, like you said earlier, you've reached out to people. Some of them can respect it and appreciate it. Others don't. We take things like this seriously. Much of it we knew, but we didn't know because you go so in depth. Really, you really are like attorney level. Girl, you know folk be breaking bread to get the kind of info that you
I know.
family. If y'all don't look around and look at our community, man, and look at the power that's here and the knowledge and the people who we surrounded with, I don't know what to tell you.
I agree. A lot of talent. A lot of very smart people in this community.
Yeah, but I was talking about you in the moment, man. Yeah, there,
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
there's
but
a
I
lot
got
out
I gotta
there.
spread the love. I gotta spread the
Oh,
love.
okay. I see. I see. Um, but thank you for having it, baby. Uh, yeah, I don't. I just want to hear what else you have to say. We're gonna step down. We'll just but thank you for this content. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for reaching out to us.
Absolutely.
Teachable moment for all. As far as we know, we will be African dreaming, and if things do change in the future, depending on what you know. Hopefully, nothing requires litigation. Hopefully, we can. It looks like, as it stands, we're in a good position to go ahead and make the moves we need to make because of
Okay.
you helping us to go ahead and solidify things that we wish we had known we needed to solidify earlier. But yeah, that's
Well,
that's
I'm
it.
happy I was able to help and give some clarity to this. But yes, like I always tell people, go see, especially in this type of situation, go see an attorney and have them look at this in depthly and give you their legal take on it,
Right,
because they
right.
will know a lot more than Kim knows, because this is their realm of expertise. I'm just a individual that researches and studies a lot. But their
Yeah,
job,
yeah.
as especially I would tell you about IP attorney, a trademark attorney, there are quite a few I know that are online that offer consultations as well, that will look at your case and then they will give you their point of view from a legal stance. So
Mhm.
several people have reached out to me about that. Is, do you recommend an attorney? And I know several that work globally,
Right.
and they have a whole law firm and teams and different people that I've watched them do trademarks for. So I, have watched them long enough to be confident that they can give you that legal advice that you need. But I'm just giving you enough to be dangerous, to be knowledgeable.
Right.
So
Right.
when you do go to them, you can tell if they're giving you some mess or they're giving you the real deal.
Yeah, yeah. You're absolutely right, and that's one of the caveats that gets so complicated, and where skill set and skill level come in because let's say our attorney here, for instance, we have a lot of friends that are attorneys. Some are farmers, some are in the medical, some are doctors. But the crazy thing is when it comes to it's I guess it's kind of a point of focus
Mhm.
type thing because many of our friends here, even though it's common to think that everybody floods to the U.S. We have friends here who are trained doctors, but they got all their training in Sweden. There are attorneys who got all of their training in Germany, and yeah, they're Tanzanian citizens. They from here, but they've got
Mm-hmm.
training elsewhere. And some of it's just, I'm telling y'all, man, that's why we don't hype people. I'm telling you, when you live in abroad and when it comes to stuff like this, it is so uh detailed and such a big deal. But we'll be working with you, Ken. We'll be reaching out to you. We'll a few questions here and there, and
Absolutely.
continue to work together. But for myself and for the wife, we just want to say thank you because
Absolutely. You're more than
it ain't
welcome.
a
Thank
lot of
y'all for
people
being
out.
here.
Yes, ma'am. Ain't a lot of people doing what you do, sister. But we're gonna step down and we gonna keep getting this education, getting learnificationalized.
Well, thank y'all for being here. You can come up here anytime. I'm able to drop a link. You guys are always welcome. Thank you, African Dreamin. Hi, April.
Hey, Kim.
But okay, now that but on the shenanigans note, Julius, did you ever get that Millie Rock together?
Say, man, look here.
Nope.
Both. Ain't nobody ask. You know what, Kim? Here I am up here trying to have detailed, deep, heartfelt conversation.
I couldn't resist.
And then you gonna bring up Millie Rock. I'm not even. I don't even want to talk to you no more. Like on the cool, like for real, you could have kept that to yourself.
Much love.
Baby, ain't nobody asked you that. See, there she go with shenanigans. I should have known when you said shenanigans, you gonna come at me. At least ain't nothing coming sideways, nothing like that. So I don't want to be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
I won't. I don't want no parts of that. But but we do appreciate you, sister. We love you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Y'all as well.
You need to know what you need to know, and you need to go deeper with what you think you are. I'm a huge believer that you may know, but somebody else knows a little bit more. Keep learning, keep researching, especially when it comes to your livelihood and who you are and what you are and your brand, because everything that Kim is teaching us is like literally the way the world is headed, but deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Girl, we about 20 years away from folk coughing the right way. And did you cough in an A flat or an E sharp? Okay, well I done already I done copyright. I got ownership over coughing in E flat, so you gotta give me $27 because I heard you coughing E flat. So that's where we at. But thank you, sister. We finna step down. Keep teaching, keep loving, keep learning, and we appreciate you for what you do.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you so much. Much love.
Much love.
Thank you.
All right, family.
Wow, what a grand opportunity to be talking with African Dreamin. Y'all, I was just in Tanzania. Did y'all see me? I was just in Tanzania, just chilling. Woo, what a great opportunity to be able to talk with them and to bring some light to this. But there was some stuff happening in the chat. Hi, Trish. Thank you for being here. Oh, my goodness. So thank you, Sweet Ree, for being here. So many people have come in. Let's see. I thought I saw some money in the chat. I don't want to miss it this time. I can see it. Let's see. Yeah, I couldn't resist, Big Rooster. I could not resist. Motivation from the weightlifting geek. Thank you, sir, for being here. Y'all know I couldn't resist. I had to. That was just too funny. But I'm trying to see Fifi's journey. Thank you so much. I don't know if I can show it. Oh, cool. Thank you so much, Fifi. She says, thanks for dropping this knowledge, this important knowledge. Thank you so much, Fifi. God bless you, and may he replenish you tenfold. Thank you so much. Jamie Lee, thank you so much. Oh my goodness. He says, stay creative, but have business acumen, yeah, with trademarks is key. Always practice discernment from the bay with respect. Thank you so much. I don't have my glasses on. I'm trying to read, y'all. Don't judge me. Thank you, Jimmy Lee. Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you and bless you tenfold too. Thank you so much. Anyone else that I may have missed? Oh my goodness, you guys know how to make a girl smile. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm about to get me a song. I'm about to get me a song. Anybody else that I may have missed? I'm trying to go fast up the chat. Going up. There's another one. Thank you so much, April. April Showers. Thank you so much. May God continue to bless you and bless you tenfold too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Urban Gardening Chronicles. Thank you. She says valuable information. Thank you. I try to bring just that. Thank you, ma'am. Did I go up further enough? Let's see. I'm trying to go fast, y'all. Hang with me. Hang with me. We are almost there. If I missed anyone, please let me know. All right. I think that's it. Oh, man. Now I got to scroll back down. Now I got to scroll back down to the bottom. But I thank you all for being here. Any questions? Anyone have any questions about anything I have gone over? We will be bringing other content creators situations if they would allow to you. I will be contacting them in private, same way I did with African Dreaming. I believe in protecting people's privacy. I like to get their permission before I bring anything before a large audience, just in case they don't want people to know their information. They don't want people to know their business. They want to keep it between us. I do that too. Confidentiality is a big thing to me. And so I make sure that I respect their privacy. So they don't want their stuff shared. You won't see it from me. Okay. Let's see. Absolutely living and cooking. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for, yes, I do have Cash App. I sure do. I will put it right here in the chat for you. Should have had it on the screen, but like I said, I haven't been on Melon in so long. Let's see. Was that right? I hope I did. All right, there we go, right there. There's my Cash App. Thank you, thank you, oh my goodness, we got, look at Trish showing out. Trish the Natural. She says, thank you for sharing the knowledge. Absolutely. I thank God for allowing me to do just that. Now, y'all have homework. Thank you so much, my Renaissance grandma. You are greatly appreciated. Everything that you bring to this community, we greatly appreciate you. Everything you share with us. Let's see. Jumpstart your case. Really, Big Rooster? That's what we doing? We still on that? Okay. Now, my husband told me to put my pen back in the bag. He didn't realize I still got a whole bunch of pens. I have a whole bunch of pens. So, don't start, Big Rooster. I'm trying to be professional. You know, I had to get that joke in there with Julius of African Dreamin. I had to get that out there. You know, it was like, I had to just throw one in there, lighten the mood a little bit amongst all this seriousness. But here is everyone's homework assignment. If you don't take anything else from today's live, take this, please. Whatever you're naming your business, your products, your services, your slogan, your tagline, anything in between that you can trademark, do your research on it and make sure you are the originator. Okay? You're the originator. Go on social media, type that term in. I don't care if you go Facebook, Instagram, you can go back to MySpace and everybody else. Make sure that you are the originator of whatever it is you're naming. I don't care if you have a shampoo bar and you want to call that shampoo bar whatever you want to call it. You need to make sure whatever name you're putting on that shampoo bar is created by you and owned by you. If you don't, you are subject to litigation, a cease and desist order, some type of trademark infringement or something. If you're in the music industry and you're dropping songs and you're working with other artists, make sure you have your legal forms in order. What I mean by legal forms, make sure you have contracts, anything that's going to give someone else legal power. Make sure, for goodness sake, you have put something in writing. I have heard too many stories from people working with other people. They were friends. They were tight. They rolled like 4 flat tires. They were tight. But a situation presented itself. They had a huge falling out and everybody want to sue each other. That's my song. I wrote it. I did the beat. And it's just this whole fight in court for the courts to decide who gets what. You don't want to put that in the court's hands because you may lose. Do it from the get-go. Podcasters. I know I heard like Big Rooster and a lot of other people saying they want to launch podcasts this year. Welcome. But let me give you a word of warning. I had to learn this. If you're doing a podcast, here's your golden nugget, your whatever you want to call this, your meteorite, whatever you want to call this. If you're doing podcasts and you're interviewing other people, there is actually a form that protects you, the host, as far as getting the approval from your guest that you can use them on your podcast. In a later video, I will tell you what that form is, and I will show you one for an example, and we'll go through all of that, but we don't want to mix that with this. But if you're thinking about creating a podcast, it would behoove you to make sure you have the legal forms at your disposal to get their approval, because if you don't, it can be the next day after your interview, it could be the next week, it could be the next month, it could be years down the road. But that individual in that video or on that podcast, if it's audio, can come to you, the host, and says, I don't like what I said in that episode. I don't like the way I looked in that video. I want you to take it down. Now imagine if since doing that video, you have earned X amount of super chats, super stickers, all this stuff as far as monetization here on this platform or any other platform. If you refuse to take that down, they can come after you for the money earned on that podcast. Make sure you cover your behind in this season because everybody's suing everybody, for real. But if as a host of a podcast, if you want to protect yourself, do it through paperwork. I will tell you about the form that you can get actually right there online. You can go to a lawyer if you want to get it that way, but you can download it right offline. And all it's basically saying is what you as the host own, meaning you own the episode, and they are giving you their permission to use the episode how you see fit. Share it on social media in any way you want. Put it on TV if you want. But you need to make sure you have their permission to do so. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to interview Big Rooster show. And because me and Big Rooster are cool, I'm going to say, hey, Big Rooster, you want to come on my show? Big Rooster's like, yeah, girl, you're my sis, let's do this. And we up there, we kicking it. And 6 months down the line, Big Rooster and I go to court because he tried to sue me. And now he's like, well, take down my video. And I've made $5,000 on that one video. I'm like, hold on, brother, time out. But as the host, if I don't have something in writing protecting me and my brand, I have no choice but to give up the ghost. I got to give it up, so, or take it down. So as podcast hosts, as live streaming hosts, you want to make sure you got your I's dotted and your T's crossed. And you want to make sure you're on the right side of legal. Okay. So take it from someone that's been in the media since 2014. Protect your house. Protect your content. Trust me. Right, Nicole? Time out. Time out. That's my money. You said that you wanted to be. You sat there in that chair. You was on my show. Y'all know how we can be when you get mad at somebody coming after your coins. But the judge is going to be like, okay, the educated natural, we see that you own the trademark for your show. However, do you have paperwork showing that the Big Rooster Show agreed to be a guest on your show? No, Your Honor, I don't. We were friends and we agreed to this. Verbal agreements are good, Miss Collins. But in the eyes of the law, you need to have approval. And approval comes when you have the right paperwork where he said he agrees that you can use his likeness and his being on your show. You don't have that. So whatever I have ruled that Big Rooster is suing you for $5,000. And according to your financial records, you earned $6,000. Miss Collins, you have to give Big Rooster that $5,000 in his claim. Case dismissed. And I went with my face all long and I'm like this. Right? Or agree to be slapped with a tortilla. That's me. Right. I gotta give him the money or be agreed to be slapped with a tortilla. Either way, it's gonna hurt. Or that slow side. That side view. So I'm just trying to help y'all protect what you have worked so hard to build. And we can't allow our current friendships. You're welcome. You're welcome, Afrikan Dreamin. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. I got you. I got you. And when I tell people I got you, I mean it. Within every ounce of the power and authority that God has given me, I will try to help you until there's nothing else that can be done. That's just what God put me here for. So thank you. Absolutely. Thank you so much for allowing me to bring your situation before our people. But I wish Angela was in here. So silly, Big Rooster. You silly. I'm not messing with you today. But yeah, any questions? Anybody have any questions? Miss V, I mentioned earlier that I did take a look at your trademark. And if you want to know what I saw, you can inbox me on IG and we can talk about it. She's already filed her trademark, but I kind of wanted to give you a heads up of what I saw that, hopefully the attorneys just don't, that everything goes smoothly. That is my prayer. Everything goes smoothly and in your favor. But just in case it doesn't, I kind of want to give you a heads up now. That way you can prepare just in case they say something, that you can already have everything ready. That way, if you need to file something else, you're good to go. But as we all know, you don't know which attorney you're going to get at the USPT office. You don't know where your stuff is going to land. I have seen people's trademarks get kicked back over commas. Like, I'm not kidding. Commas. Because you didn't have the comma in the right place. I've seen people's trademarks get kicked back over spelling errors. Just in your description. Not in what you was trying to get trademarked, but in the description that's under it. So if you're over there, you got a person that's the grammar police, you never know. You just never know. Some of them may cut off what you wanted to get trademarked because they didn't like the way it was written. You just never know. You never know how this is going to turn out. You hope I'm just talkative in court? Oh, Big Rooster, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. I will get every bit of evidence I can find. You hear me? Did you see how Sweet Ree did Love and Live when she did her own court case? That'll be me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please, I'm asking you, don't do it. Let's go into 2023 on a good note. Let's just be good the rest of this year. Or at least until the football season is over. Okay. Can we do that, please, sir? Okay. But no, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being. Anybody have any questions? Anything that they've seen that I've covered today that you have a question about? Any concerns? Anything I can address before we call this thing a day? Any questions? Thank y'all. I think I saw something else pop up. Let me scroll up real quickly. Thank each and every one of you for being here. My Renaissance grandma, that was you. Thank you. You thanking me, but I have to thank you. Thank you. May God continue to bless you, your family, and everything that you touch and create. And may he continue to bless you 100-fold. Because I love grandmas, y'all. There are a true group of people I love. And that's kids and our wisdom keepers. The ones we like to call senior citizens. No, I call them wisdom keepers. Because I'm telling you, they got the keys to stuff that we just keep dropping. And I miss them, and I absolutely love them. I love wisdom keepers. So thank you, my Renaissance grandma. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, sweet Ree. Thank you. A new year without the cluckerization. Thank you. Tell him. We trying to be good. Thank you, Gina versus Gina. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much, Big Rooster. Thank you for the heads up. What you talking about? No, you're not. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Nope. I'm gonna be like Tay was. Nope. Nope. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Okay, everyone. I think we have reached the end. I don't see any questions. Thank you, passionately intrigued. All right, thank you, Tracy, so much. You are a gem to this community too. Did y'all see that last video Tracy did with that she called it crack snack or something like that? Told y'all she a tease. She be touching stuff, y'all. Just be touching stuff. You have a question? Hi, Marilyn. Let's go. What's your question, Marilyn? What's your question? Hey. All right, while we waiting for Marilyn to type in her question, how many of y'all, when I have my monetization this month, gonna be a part of my dance off? I'm just curious. Anybody gonna be a part of my dance off? Come on now. Dance off. We going back to the 80s and 90s. We want an old school dance off. That's who got the moves. What was the name of the site? Let me bring this up. What was the name of the site that you took us through a few weeks ago where you check for your name? I came in late, so I'm sorry I missed it. The first one. Oh, that was the uspto.gov. That is the official website for trademarks. I'll type it right here. There you are, Marilyn. To search for trademarks, to research your name, www.uspto.gov. You're welcome, Marilyn. I'm glad you found it. That is where everyone goes to file trademarks, and that is where you can see who in the United States has trademark stuff. That's where your biggest research is going to be. Also, like I've said before, when you're researching, start with every single search engine you could think of. If you spell your name a unique way, look it up the way it's typically spelled, and then look up other versions of it. Because there are certain people who kind of ran into that roadblock where they changed the wording and they added another letter to like a K to 4C and things like that, or they took off a letter, or they took off a word like the, and they thought they could file trademarks or and no, it didn't make a difference. It didn't make a difference at all. So thank you so much, Fifi. Anyone else have any questions? We're going to call this thing a day. You guys have been great. I know it's 31 in here. I know Miss Tia is like, I know she about to shut that live down. But all those people, I don't want to waste y'all's time. I mean, we can just chill, but I'm sure y'all have things to do. And I'm sure there's other people going live. What time is 5:30? I know somebody else is live. Who else is live? Let me see. Anybody else live right now? I asked about the 70s. You gonna do this? Okay. African chicken. Okay, chili. Now y'all see this, right? This is proof. So if you don't get up there doing my monetization part, if you don't get up there and do it, y'all, I got proof that he said he was gonna do it. Y'all see that, right? Motivation from the weightlifting geek should be live. He is live. All right, everyone. We're gonna pass the mic over to the Weightlifting Geek. If my mods could find his link and just paste it right there. Thank you, Crafty Leo. Thank you, Fifi. If one of my mods could post motivation from the Weightlifting Geeks link, he says YouTube is like a toothache. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Sometimes I feel that way. So if y'all can post his link so everyone can head on over to motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. I can't let him do that. April was like, nah, we ain't doing it. This is African Dreamin' is like, yo, he's not about to embarrass me. No, he's not. If y'all missed African Dreamin's live where he was showing us how he does his Millie Rock, y'all missed a treat. Y'all missed a treat. Was anybody able to find it? Let me see if I can open up another window here. And I can see if I can post it. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right. Thank you, Big Rooster. I think that's it right there. All right, everyone, head over. Let's go support our brother in the community. None other than motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. The link is right there. Uh-oh, my neighbors is really Tay Weezy. I put this up for a reason. Stop playing in my chat. You just want me to play that song again. He was rocking. I don't know about the Millie. But that's the link right there. Everyone head over so we can show motivation from the Weightlifting Geek some love. I thank each and every one of y'all for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you all for everything you do in the community, every product, every service, everything you offer, every bit of training, every kind word that you have given to me throughout the years of me being on this platform. I thank you. If you ever need to reach out to me, you can always visit my website at www.theeducatednatural.com. Nothing changes. Just go there if you want to contact me. Of course, you can always find me right here on YouTube and across all the social media platforms. If you ever need me, just holla. I'll be there. Thank you guys for being here. As I always say, continue to be blessed. Continue to be a blessing to others. If you can help, help. And until the next time God allows us to come together, enjoy your journey, everyone. See you over at Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. Be blessed.